Well, hey there, folks. I'm meteorologist Matt Barentine. Give me a second here as I try to make sure that I've hit all the buttons correctly because there are a lot of buttons back here in our Fox 10 Gulfstream Center. Just trying to do the best I can here. All right, so I had some audio issues there. I think we're good to go. All right, so let's get right into it. We're looking at our Tuesday afternoon here. Boy, it is hot outside. It is smoking hot outside. Not much in the way of rain to cool us off. Looking at the radar right now, things are unfortunately pretty quiet there on the radar, so we're not seeing much in the way of rain once again here this afternoon. So here's the deal. Here's the setup. 18,000 feet up in the sky, we have a heat dome, a ridge of high pressure up there. Think of it like putting a lid on top of a hot pot, just trapping in the heat. We are not directly under it. That's more over towards Texas and those areas. So they're directly under it. We're kind of on the edge, which has been good for us because it's allowed us to get some scattered showers and storms. And even though we're not seeing many today, I do think in the days to come we'll continue to see some more showers and storms. And it is backing off a little bit. This high pressure ridge is backing off to the west a bit. And so let me point this out here. It is backing off to the west. So it's right now, it's centered over Texas right there, and it's going to be working its way kind of back to the west. So that moves us away from the center of it. The farther we get from the center of it, the better off we are as far as the heat is concerned. Things will kind of come down a little bit by a couple degrees. We're going to go from the mid-90s to the lower 90s. It's not going to be a huge difference. Our heat index values are still going to be very uncomfortable. They're just not going to be up in the, the danger range, I guess is what you would call it. And we won't have advisories, heat advisories the rest of the week. We do have one going today as we continue to deal with this. So here are some of the current heat index numbers. Now, disregard Calvert and disregard Milton. So there are some of our smaller weather sites that are not well calibrated is about the best way to put it. So those are just not right. Bluesdale 107, Chatham 107, Molino, that one's not well calibrated either, but it's probably pretty close. It's not 110, but it's probably like 108 or something like that. So really hot and steamy out there. You can see not as bad right now in Mobile. But that's because we've had some the sea breeze pick up. So that has helped us out a little bit. Once again, here's a look at the futurecast. It does show a couple of showers trying to form later today. Not a whole lot. So pretty quiet here through much of the day today. Tomorrow morning, this is your Wednesday morning. I'm going to go full screen so you can see this pretty well. There's tomorrow morning. Should be pretty quiet. And through Wednesday afternoon, here we are around 4 o'clock. Okay, so here come the scattered showers and storms bubbling up. Now I think Wednesday is going to be more active than today. And the futurecast really showing that. Around 6 o'clock, pretty active looking on the futurecast. 8 o'clock, pretty active once again on the futurecast. A number of showers and storms around right on into the evening as well. So it looks like it'll be a fairly active day coming up for our Wednesday. And that's what we're looking at for tomorrow. So let's go and break this down for you by the hours. Temperatures will heat up quickly from the low 80s to around 90 by 10 a.m. So it's going to be another, like I said, hot day. But I think it'll be a few degrees cooler instead of 95 or 96. Looking at more like 93 tomorrow. Yay, an improvement. Scattered showers and storms should help us out as well to help cool things off a little bit later on in the afternoon here for your Wednesday. The heat index values, since we're going to be in the lower 90s rather than the mid 90s, these will be, well, there'll be an improvement here. Once again, it's middle of summer, right? It's late June. It's still going to be really stinking hot. I mean, we're looking at heat index values around 102. It's not exactly a big break, but it's better than what we've been experiencing today when it's been around 107, 108. Like I said, take what you can get in late June. Here's the beach forecast for tomorrow. Should be pretty good. We are seeing improving conditions at our beaches. This is Pensacola Beach. Upper 80s, maybe about 90ish, probably top out around right at 90. Small chances of rain. The rain chances at the beach are a little lower than inland, which is kind of typical. Here's the next several days at our beaches. So This takes us Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday through the end of the week, and you can see low rip current risk, which is lovely to say after obviously dealing with high rip current risk all last week going into the weekend, and obviously having a number of tragedies to the west of us over in Panama City. I think 5 people altogether drowned. I think every one of them was a tourist too. So, I mean, you just got to be careful out there. You know, if you're one of the locals, probably, if you're watching this, you're probably a local. Make sure you let people know. If they, you know people that are coming to visit, headed to the beach, give them the rundown with what to do out there. You know, how to keep, what the beach flags are all about. Let them know, okay? That's the main problem, is they just come down here and they just don't know. And they're used to swimming in those lakes up there in northern Alabama or North Georgia or pools, and they just don't get that the Gulf is a whole different beast. Okay, so we got to give them a heads up. So if you know somebody headed to the beach that's from Huntsville or Atlanta or wherever they're from, let them know. Give them that heads up. Don't let them come down here unawares. All right, let's go out to the tropics. We are keeping an eye on a new area. Let me get an arrow up there so I can point it out. You may be able to check, kind of see it. It does kind of show up pretty well. It's right over here. You can see where it says Caracas, Venezuela, and it is just north of there. It's basically the Eastern Caribbean. You can see that blow up of clouds, that storminess that's there. The chances of this developing are low. We got a 0% the next couple of days and 20% after 7 days, and you may be able to kind of pick out why, because essentially it's going to run into land, Central America, and as long as it's over that much land, it's just not going to have much of a chance to do much of anything. I'll run the feature cast out for you. You'll be able to see this here. And it's going to head up towards Central America, kind of like hugging the coastline. The only way that this could impact anybody from our viewing area is if you plan on taking a cruise. And there's Saturday morning. So if you're headed on a cruise here soon from New Orleans or maybe from here, I don't know what the schedule is. Saturday morning, we could be looking at a weak tropical system impacting Cozumel, Cancun, those areas, Tulum. Very weak. I wouldn't expect much out of this, but if it's your vacation time, it could kind of be sloppy down there. So just something to keep in mind. That's about, like I said, the only way this is going to impact people in our area at all, because it's going to kind of just move up through Mexico. I don't think it gets out over water enough to really develop, so not really worried about that. Here's your next 7 days. This takes you through the end of the week. What day of the week is, trying to figure out. You'll have to excuse me. I'm trying to figure out what day of the week it's going to be. Tuesday. Okay. I need to get that up there. So, not Tuesday, Thursday. It'll be the following Thursday. I'm trying to figure out when the 4th of July is. All right. So if I put up the 10-day forecast, we're going to go down the line far enough to see what we got for the 4th of July. There we go. 94 degrees, scattered showers and storms. I could have given you that forecast 5 years ago. Actually, July 4th, 2029. It'll probably be about 93 degrees with scattered showers and storms in the afternoon on July 4th here in Mobile and the Gulf Coast. The only thing that shakes that up at this time of year is obviously if we get a tropical system. And July 4th, typically a little too early for tropical systems. We don't get a whole lot early on, so we do every once in a while, but they not commonly. So, I could get to next year, the year after that, 10 years from now, July 4th will be about 92, 93, 94 degrees. There'll be scattered showers and thunderstorms. It's just the way things go at this time of year. We know the drill. So anyway, there's your long-range forecast. I hope you're having yourself a great day. I will catch up with you soon. We got Fox 2 News at 3 is going to be streaming because we got soccer going again. The Euros are on. So you may want to check us out on streaming. Obviously, you can pick up our app, Fox 10 Weather app. Click on Look Live. You can watch us right there. And then we'll come on right after the game is over. So we'll come on during the 4 o'clock hour. It'll be a little late because usually these soccer matches run a few minutes late. Not a lot. Maybe like 4:10 or something. We'll be on air live here on Fox 10. So join us then. Once again, thank you so much for joining us here on Fox 10 News. We will catch up with you soon.